Don't start making Scooby noises. Do not start making Scooby.
Right.
I just have one thing to say to you.
I just have one thing to say to you. Why does he do that? Why does he do that?
Even what he sounds like.
I've hit record.
Alright.
Awesome.
Bad.
How do you feel about Scooby-Doo, Marcos?
I feel like shit still.
No!
Oh, no.
So why was your throat, like, messed up? I never got an explanation. I just saw the videos of you sounding like a car starting up.
Yeah, so at this point, it's just tradition that something goes horribly wrong for me on the day of a Pokemon release. So, what is it? When Sword and Shield dropped, my rats fried my computer by chewing off the mouse.
Oh,
I remember
no.
that!
Yeah, cannibalism. And so I had to work off a laptop for 2 weeks. And then when the first DLC dropped, I believe I went to the hospital, or it might have been the second DLC. I fucking forgot.
Oh.
It was very minor. But I didn't
still.
but it was like a day that I didn't get a video out. And then now, BDSM comes out. And
BDSM,
I just like have like an awful chills, fucking my throat's dry, my head's pounding, and then it all passes in the span of like 5 hours. I got a COVID test, it came back negative.
Yay!
But
Well,
this is much better than my voice was yesterday.
Yeah.
But
It was funny, but I felt bad, but it was also kind of
It
funny.
was really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I didn't get to record top 5 sleeper picks for BDSP VGC and then complain when someone says VGC's on Sword and Shield.
Palkia is a dog.
Palkia's a horse.
Palkia is a man. He is
can
a
I say something
man.
about Palkia too? I feel left out.
Yeah, you already did. You said butt sex.
Oh. Palkia is a penis.
What is your opinions on Palkia?
What
There you
is-
go, Atrix.
What is your opinion on Palkia?
Palkia is a penis.
Huh?
You're a fucking.
I
It's
got
not!
It's
not!
I
Wait.
did. Now listen. I don't believe this. I'm just taking the stance that the comment section will take.
Yeah. Wait, I love the so I fucking hate Twitter. I'm just gonna put that out there. But I fucking love like the
Based.
stupid inside but not inside jokes that Twitter has. Like
yeah.
why are you as a man? Like like those posts. There was one where it's like, why are you as a man buying Pokemon Shining Pearl? Why are you picking the pink game?
Oh my god.
It was just something it's always something dumb like that, but it's like never serious.
I didn't think that, like, version wars was a thing, but I've had some of my friends who bought Pearl, like, be crucified
Me.
for having... Yeah, Murkiri has been gotten bullied for picking Pearl. Like, what?
He picked
Why?
both. He picked both.
Yeah,
I
he,
mean-
he has both!
My main. I picked Shining Pearl, but then I also bought Brilliant Diamond because I'm a
Yeah.
sheep. I'm sheeple. I'm a
When me
consumer.
Use
and
it for a challenge run, easy peasy.
Yeah, when me and my friends went to pre-order BDSP, we all showed up, and my first friend was like, "Yeah, I'll take a pre-order of Brilliant Diamond," and then my friend CJ goes up, he's like, "Yeah, I'll take Brilliant Diamond too," and then I go up and I go, "I will also have Brilliant Diamond," and the lady behind the counter is like, "None of you getting Shining Pearl?" And we all go, "No."
Poor
Why are you
Palkia.
saying it like it's awful?
Because I don't know, it's just funny because like someone should get the other version, and we're just like, no.
Yeah, like, no.
Pokemon.
There will be no trading.
Pokemon-
Everyone will have the same version exclusives.
Buying Pokemon Shining Pearl is a feminine trait.
Bruh.
Feminine urge to buy Shining Pearl.
Feminine urge, no.
The feminine urge to wake up at 8 a.m. for Pokemon.
That's the exact type of meme that Marcos is talking about.
Yeah,
Literally
no, when I left the midnight release, I was like the second person to get my game. My buddy was the first person. So I walk
nice.
out, there's a line going out the door, and out loud I say, "Finally, a good Gen 4 game." I got
Dude, you're
so
gonna
many.
get
I got
jumped.
so many looks. I was gonna get shot.
You were gonna get jumped, dude. Why would you say
Right.
that in front of Pokemon fans?
Because it's true. Because it's true.
You're not wrong, because holy shit, this game is so good.
It's
Yeah, this
actually
this
incredible.
game. No, here's the thing. Whenever I talk about how I don't like Gen 4, people are like, "Well, you should have played Platinum." I'm like, "Bitch, that's the game I played." The engine doesn't work. Everything doesn't work. It's
But
so
the game's
slow.
built well.
It's built fine. Like it's a standard Pokemon game. That might just because I'm jaded from 22 years of this.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the quality of life stuff that we take for granted now in like Gen 8.
Yeah.
But this game
TMs.
with literally everything that I just said, better engine, quality of life improvements, it's phenomenal. This is like
Yeah.
my top 3 favorite games right now.
I'm having fun playing it.
And here's the
Pokemon
thing:
has-
if there wasn't a chibi art style, no one would bat an eye. They'd be like, "This game's great.
Pokemon
Yeah, why are
has
they mad at the
continued to
babies?
get-
They're so funny.
I like them."
Pokemon has continued to be like better and better and better and better in literally every single release. Like
Yeah.
the next one will always be better than the last one, and I'm just glad that we're living that.
Yeah. Dude, what's the company? ICLA? Is that
Ilka.
right? Ilka?
It's ICUP actually.
So true. So true.
Icup's my favorite.
But yeah,
developer.
they
Icup.
are I just want to give a shout outs to them because it's funny that the most high quality Pokemon game we have gotten in, the past few years, or at least on Switch, is only because, it's a different company doing it. And it's great because they stopped using the probably very bad, outdated engine that Sword and Shield was made on.
Yeah.
And I just want to give a shout out to them because here's my guess. I may have talked about this before, but my guess of what happened in production is because we all know that the first version got leaked and then everyone was playing it early. We all know that. And then everyone, as the leaks were coming out, they're like, haha, MIDI music, haha, look at all these visual and, audio bugs, everything's so buggy and it looks so bad and choppy. The home screen's just a black square with the logo. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is a demo version. Like, we've heard remastered versions of the songs in trailers. Why would they choose to put MIDI music in? So what I believe that they did is that they were making the game. Pokemon Company's like, hey, you gotta hurry it up. And they're like, no, we don't. We still have a whole game to finish. And they're like, no, give it. And so they said, okay. So they gave them the demo version so that they could get it, out and printed on the physical cartridges because you would need the actual data to just slap that on. And then they continued working on the game. And that's what that update was. They didn't stop working on it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it was
like
mostly
that sucks
done, but it got
because
polished.
the crunch that they probably had to endure was probably awful, but the fact that they continued to try to make a good game, unlike Sword and Shield, in which you can tell a lot of its development was squished because of that super short runtime, and there was no day one update and whatnot. So I just want to say shout-outs to them.
What I just realized
God
that.
bless. Yeah, because they likely continue to work on it.
Yeah,
And-
we didn't get a day one patch in that game. That's crazy.
Yeah, Sword and Shield, what I think is that Pokemon's used to their super short development time, so they squish everything down, so a lot of stuff, they're like, okay, we have to cut this, we have to let it, remain unpolished. And I noticed as playing through the game, besides, like, the area where you catch Zacian or Zamazenta, the routes consistently just slowly degraded. Like, the first route's fucking beautiful. The first city's fucking beautiful in Sword and Shield. But as you go along, everything's, like, kind of, it feels less polished.
Yeah.
That could just be me.
It hits, like, the worst point when you get to, like, Pierce's area, like, his town.
And it's just so tiny.
It's 2 streets.
Yeah,
and-
like, I
and the
feel like
town.
they had more planned, but they didn't have the time to, so they said, we gotta crunch it so we can get it, shipped out into the physical cartridges.
Oh my
Shout
God,
out
and
to
the
this
town
company.
Is a corridor. The entire town is
Yeah.
a corridor.
It's a hallway. So
Yeah.
shout out to this company for getting everything baseline down for a demo version that they could send out to reviewers, because that's where we heard the Safari Zone MIDI. That's the first instance of the MIDI apocalypse, I suppose. But then, dude, every fucking shout out to them for beating the MIDI allegations, because no one would shut the fuck up about that.
It sounded like
dude,
the Nokia ringtone for a minute.
I
It
don't
did!
understand. I still don't understand what the desire and just feral urge is to try and shit on Pokemon before it's even out. Like,
Yeah, like you're guys,
don't-
you're laughing at an unfinished game. Congratulations.
right? Like, what the fuck?
We're
is
getting the
point of
finished
that?
game. Yeah,
Well,
and then you're right. You were talking about it the other day, and then everyone shut up once it released because they realized it was good.
Yeah. And all these,
$1 billion company, by the way.
Yeah. I don't
Highest grossing company on Earth.
I don't know why, but this is always just like thing with Pokemon games. where people just like are really quick to be super negative about like a new release.
Yeah.
Because like in the like there's like this weird like idea going around the community that a lot of these games are like low effort and like don't have heart, I guess, is something.
Yeah,
that I've
it's
heard
not low
before.
effort, they just have no time.
Dude,
Well,
this
no-
game was bleeding passion.
I know, right?
Well, no,
Like
but
you
like
could tell the people who made this game like love the originals as kids.
yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is like nothing is a low effort. Like people complain that there aren't any like platinum features in this game, and it's like, well, for one, it's a Diamond and Pearl remake. It's made this way intentionally.
Yeah.
It's like so weird because they'll be like, oh, it's so low effort. They didn't even bother to put any platinum stuff into the game, and it's like, well, no, this is a decision they made. It might not be the greatest decision to like not add some of the extra features from platinum and whatnot, but like it's a decision they
it's okay.
made. It's like
Yeah.
It wouldn't take any extra effort to add that platinum stuff, which is just a testament to the fact that it was just a decision.
it was just
Like
a
it wasn't
decision.
it wasn't
that
a
was
lack
made.
of effort.
It wasn't
Yeah,
lack
the
of
only
effort.
thing missing is the fucking battle frontier. And that's it.
Yeah,
That's literally it.
that's literally the only difference.
The way I would like respond to these morons saying like, "Oh, there's no effort put in the game." One, get a job because holy shit.
Childless behavior.
You both said it.
to like, so I consider like anybody that makes video games like some type of art form, right? Like it's pretty
sure.
fucking close. Like,
What would you know
maybe
about
that's not,
art?
like traditional gee, maybe. Maybe I wonder. But like if this is an art form, what you're basically telling the creators of this game, if you're calling it lazy or like lack of effort, is that your art form is lazy and your art form lacks effort. And it's like you wouldn't tell that to any fucking traditional artist because that's just not the case. Like you can't to jump from looking at something, observing something, playing something, using something, anything like that, right? To the conclusion that, oh, the person that made it didn't care about this. Brother, if you think an artist makes some shit that they don't care about, you're out of your fucking mind. You wouldn't see it. If they didn't care about this game, you would not be playing this game. And that's just on God. Like
The only counter argument to that is that they do be a company, so the employees just kind of have to do what they're told.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
However, I feel like if you're under the crushing foot of $1 billion company, one of the few things that you still get that makes you happy is pride. And this sounds just dystopian.
You are
pride in a good day's
you are
work.
forced to care. You are forced to care. That is,
Yeah.
Dystopian.
Unfortunate.
The only thing that makes me happy is knowing that I did good for Daddy Game Freak.
care or you don't get to
Capitalism
eat
moment.
Yeah.
dinner. Yeah.
But we don't have time to unpack all that.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, like these games, like with everyone who's played it is saying like this game is like incredible. Like this is
Yeah,
this is-
I'm having fun.
This is like fucking like I am saying it right now. Like you know that I'm real when this is like a common opinion. This game is better than Platinum.
Let's go.
It's just
You've been
fucking
preaching this.
like I'm gonna be preaching this always. Like this game better than Platinum. The game flows better. The after game is way better.
it's
like
balanced better.
the entire game is balanced better, and that's mostly because of the underground. And then the best feature, the underground, is like way more souped up and just way better. It's got like updated features. It's quality of life stuff. Like people
Multiplayer.
people will complain like about the EXP share stuff and be like,
That's so minor.
friendship and stuff. But the thing is, right? You're gonna want to need that stuff for the Elite Four because that's right, they made the game harder.
Yeah, it's they rebalanced a lot of things. The best example I can think of is that there's some Pokemon that I have fought, even in just like gym trainers, like the ones that stand around, where they have TM moves or egg moves that these Pokemon do not learn by level up. So even if you've caught this Pokemon before, you know, they use something else. Like there's a Badoo in the grass gym that has rest. And so that teaches you how rest works. It recovers all of your status, you're all good, you heal all your health back. And like one of the galactic grunts had a Zubat with U-turn. Like Zubat doesn't get U-turn except for TM. Yeah. You don't even have that TM yet. But it's there's other things. I have no clue. Someone could totally like fact check me on this. I have no clue if those changes were either like platinum changes or they were even in originally Pearl.
I played platinum very recently because I played it for the first time. No, these weren't in platinum.
Yeah. These are new things. Yeah,
like,
one of the
very few things
was a fucking Flame Orb Guts Heracross in the Elite Four.
God. Yeah, no, I'm at the Elite Four right now. He's tossing me up.
Yeah, so another note real quick about the EXP share. I will never understand why people complain about full party EXP share because it is the most convenient thing in any fucking Pokemon game ever. I can go from city to city through the routes, fight every trainer I see, bam, I am now at the level of the gym leader. I don't have to go around and run around in bushes for 20 minutes or to an hour like I had to do in Platinum or Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or even Black and White. I can just go straight to the gym. I don't have to stop playing the game because when I played Pokemon as a kid, I always dreaded getting to the next town. I'm like, oh, great, now I gotta train my team up 20 levels because I'm behind. Now I don't have to do that anymore because I'm already at the right level. It's so nice. And because you're at even level with the gym leaders, if you don't go out of your way to grind, they're a lot more difficult and a lot more fun. You have to think a bit more.
Yeah,
it's so much fun.
It just makes the game
I will say that to anyone right now, anyone watching, anyone listening right now, if you think this game is too easy, don't grind your Pokemon. Or if you have a smaller team, just try to prevent them from getting too higher than, a couple levels above the gym leader. Because if you're at even level or below the gym leader, you're going to have a lot more fun fighting them because you have to actually think instead of pressing the super effective button and outspeeding every time.
Yeah, literally. I'll say that when I played through the game, because I'm still playing through it, I only caught my second Pokemon after the third gym.
Dang.
Right before the second gym, actually. Never mind. But it was like I only had the Piplup for like the first 2 hours, and then I got a Murkrow, and there was literally just the Piplup and Murkrow for like the next gym and a half.
We just got it for the fighting.
Yeah, did they get kind of high level? Honestly, not as high as I thought they would, even though they're doing all the heavy lifting. I don't know, the only reason that it was easy is because I had super luck Murkrow with a friggin' air cutter, so it was just crazy.
That's the other thing. If you know how Pokemon moves work, every Pokemon game is easy. As a kid, I 100% guarantee you did not give a shit about Sword Stance. Mm-hmm. Now you can buy Sword Stance and substitute TMs in the same building. Easy peasy. Yeah. Any Pokemon is good now.
Yeah. So the level that I was at was only a little bit higher than everything else, but that was between two Pokemon. So it's still difficult. And then at the end of the game now, I have a full team of 6. And all of a sudden, I'm at the Elite Four. Holy crap. I'm under-leveled by roughly 10 levels.
And I'm getting I'm getting my shit mixed.
Yeah, no,
Poor Murkiri was getting his shit mixed last night.
I only barely made it past Aaron, and then I lost to Bertha. I have to go and grind my team up now, even though I have Team EXP Share on. Oh, look. The whole thing that you guys really wanted is still there. If you want to go and beat Pokemon for 2 hours and then beat the game on easy mode because you're 10 levels above things, you can still do that. You still kind of have to, but it just makes it quicker because you're not swapping out all your Pokemon when you do need to grind.
I think it's the same sort of mentality. I'm not sure if that's the correct word. But it's the same sort of idea that in Hardcore Nuzlocke, when you're using level caps and you mod in rare candies, it's okay.
Oh my god, yeah.
The thing is with Nuzlocks and rare candies and stuff, there's always that chance that when you're training up on Pokemon, it dies. But 90% of the time, if you just play safe, you won't lose them on. It just won't happen. So you can theoretically just if it's an older game where you can mod in rare candies, you play with level caps and then you just use rare candies to level up your mons, right? The same sort of thing.
To make the game faster, because Pokemon in the previous gens has been abysmally slow, which people have also complained about for fucking million years about Diamond and Pearl. Wow.
Yeah.
And now they fixed it. I'm sure Diamond and Pearl was a great game. There's a reason why so many people have like positive nostalgia for it rather than anger nostalgia of not understanding how to play the game. But that's because they didn't care about, all the time it took to grind, because at least for me, Pokemon games were the only video games that I had. I couldn't
Same.
get any more games. So like you had the time to just sit there and grind when you, got home from school, you could do all your homework, and then you get to play Pokemon. But now it's just like streamlined, smooth. So it's only thing after thing after thing of, oh, whoa, fun game. Oh, whoa, fun game. Oh, whoa, fun game. And there's no massive gap in between where you have to stop and choose to grind.
Just literally stop having fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it's crazy because Murkiri's 100% right about the whole people. It's literally people bitching about the EXP share is literally people just bitching about like, oh, you can't use rare candies to make your game faster.
But like,
no, rare candies are quality of life.
Like, you want to know something too? Like the people who will like argue, oh, well, rare candies do make the game easier because there's always the chance that you'll faint in a Nuzlocke when you're grinding for levels. And it's like, well, yeah.
Bro, I can go and fuck up 20 million Weedles on Route 1 and beat the game by next year. Do you want that? Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do that.
Yeah, an optimal Nuzlocke route is the safest Nuzlocke route. Therefore, train on the level 2 Pidgeys on Route 2.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. But just do the rare candies. It doesn't make a difference.
It's the same thing, but
in fact, the rare candies make the game harder because you don't get EVs.
True.
True.
So the
Pokemon
problem,
fans stupid.
The problem is that people mistake real difficulty for like time and effort as a difficult thing. Like it's difficult to sit there for hours on end grinding your Pokemon. That's a difficult.
I thought you were
going to
say difficulty for some reason.
Difficulty.
Difficult.
But no, but they're mistaking the time and effort for like the actual difficulty of the game, because like it's not difficult to grind. It's not a difficult thing to do. It's like it's mentally difficult. Like you don't want to sit there for 2 hours doing absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah.
But like in terms of like actual gameplay, the games aren't hard. And it's like this is a never-ending cycle of people just saying, hey, the games aren't difficult, and people complaining that the games are still not difficult. It's like this. It happens at the start of every Pokemon game. Man, this game's so easy because EXP.
Because I'm an adult.
Because I'm an adult.
Well, like what I think people don't understand is that. Well, I mean, like, clearly we've been talking about this for the past, like, every episode, right? Pokemon is a baby game for babies. It's going to be easy.
Shoot.
Like, it's all of them have been easy, every single one, right? The thing that I think people are ignoring is that there is a difficulty curve in Pokemon. Like, I don't know, good game design? Like, there's just so many fights that I've been watching, because full disclosure, I've not played the game yet, but I've been watching these guys play it, like, for literally all day yesterday.
It was very fun.
And, like, to see the amount of, like, design, like, principles at hand as to, like, how difficulty curves are handled, right? It's like, dude, you get these like little seeds planted, like what Ash was talking about earlier, about all these good moves that you can potentially use, like Swords Dance, like Rest, like U-Turn, like Substitute, all this shit, right? Sure, you could ignore that. That's like actively to your detriment, though, because towards the end of the game, they're going to be pulling up with real ass sets. They're going to be pulling up with Marvel scale Flame Orb Milota getting burned and then walling the fuck out of you for like 20 straight minutes.
That is literally it.
I shit you not, I watched Murkiri get his ass waxed by that for like 20 straight minutes.
Listen,
no
that's why I got
offense to me on Blast Homeboy.
That is literally why I got an Abomasnow on my team, because I got Woodhammer on that thing. It's done. It's not even going to be an issue.
Let's go.
I beat Cynthia last night, super sleep deprived, and like I was just molding at this like melodic because I was I was using my Metachamp called High Jump Kick Miss, clicking High Jump Kick, and it missed, and I was molding out of my mind because
that's the namesake.
Yeah, like I was molding out of my mind because like I needed 2 High Jump Kicks to KO this melodic, And I got the first one and then missed the second one. And then
No.
it scolded
I'm-
me and I died. I
I'm-
was fucking
I don't-
balding.
I don't think this is too far-fetched, but this might be just me make up a guy for Pokemon again for like the 50th time. But
Mm.
if anybody on Twitter, after they go fight Cynthia, and they bitch about like, oh, she's not a hard fight, she just stalls with my loading. Bro, you're literally admitting that it's a hard fight. You're literally admitting that there's like extra effort that needs to be put involved, right? It's just the same concept as fucking like any Pokemon or any competitive Pokemon player like molding about an archetype. It's like, oh, you stall, you're not skilled. It's like, bitch, you lost. Admit it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, there's a difference between a good stall player and a bad stall player, and you can feel it when
yeah,
you're
for
fighting
sure.
them, for sure.
Oh yeah, bad stall players are the ones that let you take the Toxapex.
True.
They just let you take it. Because the best way to play stall is safe. Don't make any fucking reads. Just play safe. Because if you can keep them from taking anything on your side of the field, yeah. Because this is a completely different thing. But stall players force other players to play aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to make a read. You have to be like, okay, their safest play is switching out their Chansey because they know I'm about to close combat. So they're gonna go into Toxapex. So you double out into like a Luxray or whatever, and they're like, okay, yeah, now he's gonna go for a wild charge in my Toxapex, and that's when you close combat. You have to make so many aggressive plays versus stall.
Yeah,
Why-
yeah. A
whining
lot of
about-
risky plays, which will end up biting you in the butt, so it makes it
Yeah.
harder to fight them.
Whining about any kind of archetype in Pokemon has never made sense to me because it's like, bro, you acknowledge that it's good and you'll literally play better versus it. Like,
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I
Then
hate
it's in
Sun.
your-
They just put me to sleep. Oh wow, that's crazy, but I can't see you complaining behind these safety goggles.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
there's
literally
ways
that.
to counter it every
Yo,
time.
where's the Lumberry in your team, bro?
Yeah. Where's your Lumberry? Oh, the Lumberry is taken. Where's the Chesto?
The Chesto
Where's
in
the
this
Chesto?
economy?
Dude, that's
that one
like
might need
No,
to-
Dude,
that one might
dude,
need
stocks
to-
are
Murkiri
up.
running a Chesto berry for a specific Pokemon that had Hypnosis in the Elite Four was so funny. I loved that.
Yeah,
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
but
just,
Chesto
like,
stocks
I-
are up in
Last
this game.
second.
yeah,
Chesto
against
stocks are ridiculously up.
Don't spoil who it is.
Yeah, there's just a Elite Four member that uses
Yeah.
Hypnosis, and Murkiri came in ready because this was his second time playing through the game.
Yeah, I fucking led Chesterberry Palkia into thing with Hypnosis, and I just killed it, murdered.
Don't spoil it.
No.
Everyone else can get hit by Hypnosis.
Marco's right though. Chester stocks mad up. Smeargle in BDSP VGC? Most broken shit I've ever played with in my life. Free, hands down. There's
Yeah,
no
you're also
comparison to, like,
first.
anything.
You're a VGC baby, so you're experiencing the power of the Smeargle for the first time. And I hope you're
Yeah,
having fun.
I've seen a lot of people on Twitter as well. I'm sure there's people that watch this too that like would feel the same way, especially if you started playing
Murkiri-
VGC in 2020, where it's like,
I'm gonna need you to cut that sneeze out. That hurt.
Wait, I don't think I heard that.
You didn't hear it? Oh, I guess it caught it, but it's gonna be on the recording, and it hurt like hell.
Oh no!
Oh no.
but there's definitely people that exist that are like, they started playing in 2020 or a format where Smeargle was just not allowed, right, or not in the decks or something like that, and now they get to play BDSP VGC, and Smeargle is just absurd, and like,
Yeah.
it hasn't been on everything yet for some reason. I don't understand why, but
It doesn't.
Yeah,
need
no,
to be. You don't need to run Smeargle.
Yeah.
but like the amount of people on Twitter that I see posting about it, like, whoa, dude, this thing's fucking crazy.
I'll be
With the
honest,
replies,
this is a huge this is a
first
huge hot
time.
take. I don't think Smeargle's that good. This is a huge hot take.
I think you're capping, bro.
Explain why.
All right, here's the thing. Smeargle runs like one set.
Yeah.
It's just sleep, follow me, fake out, and then some other move.
Yeah. Tell that to the guy who stalled me out with a imprisoned transformed Smeargle. That motherfucker.
No, here's the thing. That's the only good Smeargle. The Smeargle that you don't know what it's gonna do.
Yeah,
Smeargle
exactly.
Smeargle plays so linearly that it's like I haven't lost to it really. Like if I lose to a Smeargle, it wasn't the Smeargle that did it. It was
Well,
like
here's
other
the thing.
shit.
Here's the thing. Smeargle is predictable, but there is still a lot of variety. You know, does it have Protect? Does it have Spiky Shield? Does it have, Spore or Sweet Kiss was a thing? I don't think it
Yeah.
will be a thing
Smear-
anymore. I think
it-
it's always
it's-
gonna be Spore. But is it gonna be Follow Me? Is it gonna be Tailwind? Is it gonna be,
It's not Smeargle. It's Moody, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
yes. Actually, I hard agree with that, dude.
I
And,
understand why it's been.
like the-
Moody takes and it gives. Moody takes and it gives. You're at as much risk of winning because of Moody as you are as losing because of it.
Bro, Marcos, you're actually 100% right
Take
about
it,
the
but give
linearity
it
of.
to-
Yeah,
Moody is
Smeargle
just
being-
playing hero in Smash and then, turn one down being into something random, like not even looking.
just top decking. No,
Yeah.
like for real. Mark is 100% right about the Smeargle being linear, because sure, you're always gonna be running fake out spore, some type of protection move, right? Like
Even
those
map
are
block.
staples. Those are staples. Those make sense, right? And even if you're not using them, sure, or whatever, like the way that you're playing it will be consistent throughout because you're building it for a support set, and it's really only support. But Moody elevates that shit to just a stupid degree.
Yeah.
In a
yeah.
format where there's not like a whole lot of speed control, especially coming off of something like 2020 fucking Sword Shield type stuff. Smeargle getting the speed boost
It's stupid.
after clicking Spore. Guess your whole team's going to bed, bro. Like that shit is so dumb.
It's bedtime. Good night.
I've been trying to explain to people in the Showdown chat room. By the way, it's funny. If you go to the VGC chat room, a lot of people there are knowledgeable, but an equal amount of people know less than you.
Atrix saw somebody who asked, is Ensign not in this format?
Yeah. So the reason I say that is because I had to actively defend myself for running Chestoberry Bronzong.
Oh, no, that's
from
valid.
From 3 different people. And I'm like,
There's
this
no
is the
more
VGC
goggles
room.
anymore, bro.
Yeah, and they're like, there are no goggles, but you should be running Lum. I'm like, explain to me why I should be running Lum. Do I care if I get burnt or paralyzed? I just don't want to get put to sleep.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the
I mean, to be
these are my
fair, it is
2020
multi-purpose.
But you don't want it to. Here's the thing. So like with Lum, right? It
Mhm.
activates on burn, sleep, confusion, all these different things, right?
Confusion.
Yeah,
That would be a
so-
problem.
So if you get statused by anything that isn't sleep, it is a net positive. You're never going to sleep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can always get off your trick room unless, you get paralyzed. But like if
Yeah.
you get burned, that Bronzong got better.
Yeah.
Like you got better.
I get that.
Yeah, and then like I try to explain that to them. They're like, but your heavy slam does less. And I'm like, you don't run Bronzong to heavy slam.
Pure offensive Bronzong.
Yeah.
These
Kill.
no, trust me. These are my 2020 start brethren that have never played Smeargle in their life. They don't get it yet. They don't get it.
Dude, it's like
Sweet Kiss Smeargle's the worst.
it's like the conversation we're having with Cleffy the other day.
Mhm.
About
Cresselia.
Cresselia. Yeah, because
Yeah. Listen,
'cause-
VGC's humor here. I debated Cresselia is not a, the most broken, oh my god, crazy, insane Pokemon that people are making it out to be.
It
in
is.
VGC
It is.
right
I
now.
promise you, it's purely because you're used to Dynamax.
Yes.
You start to
It-
see its value
100%.
once you get out of that
Yeah.
mindset.
Dude,
So,
it's
so
I-
like,
I-
here's the way to think about it.
Was it?
How do you one shot it?
you don't.
You don't have to. So,
But his argument
also
was that
Perish
there's
Song,
no-
but there's a different
Yeah.
argument to that. But okay, anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, dude, when Murkiri hit me with the
Welcome
I was
to
just talking.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I was just talking about like I don't want to say battle theory because that's cringe, but just like positioning and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, sure, it was different back in the day because different like shit was allowed. Different like Pokemon got different stuff. Now we have hidden abilities. Now we've got like fairy type. Now we've got like all this new stuff, right? Like my stance was that hey, this is a new game. Let's treat it as a new game and not try to just like have a boner for the old games. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But when I was like, maybe my bias comes from a previous format that's very offensive. That's like super into just like dropping big moves all the time, right? That kind of
I'm trying to
thing.
remember
So maybe I don't completely understand the way that you guys do it. And then Brady hits me with the, hey dude, it's almost like this is what Dynamax does, or like, this is what Pokemon is without Dynamax. And I was like, what? I cried.
Dude, I forget the context of what it said. You said that it was like I forget what it was. It was like almost as though you were saying that like I'm trying to remember what the context was.
I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something along the lines of like,
But it was something about
okay, no, it was
was
I think
something-
it might have been the one-shotting thing. I was like, okay, maybe I can't just click a button and one-shot everything. And I think
yeah,
that's when you
welcome
said
to Pokemon.
it. First time? Yes,
time?
it is.
Yeah, it was like
Also,
a weird,
quick. Oh yeah, no, you go.
it was like weird context of it. Like you probably need to be there to know to like feel the energy from it. But like, it was really funny.
End of the day, all it was me realizing I'm very new to this game still.
Yeah, no, and the thing is that you admit that, and that's a good thing. You're willing to learn and stuff. I don't want to like gatekeep you and say, oh, you're only from the new format, so you're not gonna get this. But
yeah, no,
I want you to know that, like, I mean, I can't even speak. I'm still very new. I started in 2020, so or 2019. So there's still a bit of thing. I don't know all of the older formats that were closer to what we have available in BDSP. So I want to say I'm not trying to gatekeep you, at all, because I'm in the same position.
I very much understand that.
I am trying to gatekeep them.
No, I get it.
No.
I am very much a VGC zoomer. Like, I don't know old shit. I don't know why Cresselia was considered to be this complete demon in previous formats or other things like that. Like,
yeah, because on paper it looks very stupid.
It's a good mon, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll always say Cresselia is a good mon, but I might call it dog shit considering I don't think it's that good.
Dude, I'm not sure if I can trust your opinions just yet, especially when you're saying that Godchomp is gonna be dog shit.
Listen, brother, I also called Lander's theory and dog shit in
Offensive
Series 9,
kiss
so
will be more common, I believe, and so I can understand that opinion.
I'm gonna be correct for about a month, and then I'm gonna be horribly wrong. When people figure out like the direction in which they want to take their teams and the direction in which they want to like build these mons into like being optimal and shit, that's when I'm gonna be very wrong.
I do want to say real quick disclaimer. We know that VGC isn't officially going to be on BDSP. I don't want anyone in the comments saying it's going to stay on Sword Shield. We know. We don't care. Showdown Ladder has been popping off, and it's been a lot of fun.
Here's the correct response to that. VGC stays on Sword and Shield. Wow, that's cool. Good luck finding a game.
Ooh, true. For at least the first few months for a bit, I think that a lot of people are going to be wanting to try BDSP.
Yeah. VGC staying on Sword Shield? Cool, I'm not.
VGC's on Sword and Shield. The VGC community isn't, though.
See you later, nerds. We're playing a better game.
It's very fun. I don't want to like just keep ranting about VGC meta currently, but like while these guys were playing in game for like 50 straight hours, I was hitting rank 1 on the ladder. Sure, it's day 1. I don't care. I'll admit it, but like that shit was kind of hype.
While you guys were having fun with the game, I was studying the blade.
Yeah. The blade that is Smeargle with Moody that gets the speed and then I pop off. Nah, it's fun, bro. Like I feel like there's no facet to this game that doesn't feel fun to me.
Yeah.
And that's a bold claim, but like,
no, I'm having a good time.
It looks like it.
What's
actually, no. I'm gonna get hot with it. I'm gonna go for a hot take then, because there is one aspect that I feel like could use a lot of improvement and has been better in the past, and that is obtaining competitively bred Pokemon. Or not bred, but just like
that is going to be tricky in this game, especially. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get too much into how to do that. You go look up a guide for that. But it's not as smooth of a process. It feels very clunky. Marcos, I think, called it like a very clunky game. It's not Sword Shield anymore where you can kind of just like, oh, you have all these items in your bag and you have these resources to buy them. You don't have the resources anymore, and the ways of obtaining them are all very like scattered throughout. So making competitive mons, it gets a pass for me because we're not playing competitive on this officially, right? So like, if everyone's genin, I don't care. On like unofficial, no ranking point BDSP ladder in game. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, that's very fair. That's very fair.
True, actually.
Right? Like, if you get mad at people hacking in BDSP for like they don't gain anything, you realize that, right? Like, they win more battles online for artificial Pikachu point clout. Like, that's what are we talking about here?
Honestly, I think in general, if you get mad at anybody hacking well, not hacking, genning,
that's right.
There is a difference.
And we've talked about that in previous episodes, for sure.
I think it's cringe if you get mad at anybody for doing that in any Pokemon game. Like,
Yeah, but this one
Unless-
specifically, if you get mad at that, you're just mad for nothing. Like,
This game literally doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, which sucks because, for wanting, like, it's very fun. I'm having a fun time. I would not be opposed. Like, I can easily see myself grinding for hours in the underground or learning how to chain for hidden abilities and whatnot. I think, like, that sounds fun to me. But, if it's ultimately not gonna get me any, like, VGC points, it's whatever. But now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm saying it out loud, we don't have any official tournaments until, like, March next year?
Yeah.
So we can kind of
for
dick
sure.
around until then.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
You know something? I think I was talking about this with Brady before. Like we're still trying to get our quote unquote competitive teams together, and I need like a chlorophyll Venusaur. Venusaur is only available in the underground, and we don't have home. So we were like, how do we get hidden abilities for underground Pokemon? And apparently, with like the Diglett thing, if you get 60 Diglets, all of a sudden it's like something good will happen in the underground, and Egg move chances raise, and like shiny
Oh.
chances raise or something.
Yeah, shiny
Yeah,
chances raised. Do
yeah,
hidden
and
ability
I was-
raise too?
You would assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if that ends up being true, this game has more community value than other games, because the best way to get hidden ability Pokemon is to get into an underground server with your friends and collectively get those Diglett points, because it stacks for the server as a whole, not for individuals.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
it-
know that. So if
Oh,
everybody starts
very-
picking up Diglets,
it's
that's
very
gonna
much
be,
reciprocal.
dude. You could totally go on like shiny hunting expeditions.
Yeah,
it's very much
do it
like-
together.
it's very much like reminiscent of like raids and like how the first month of Sword Shield was really
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
hype because everyone was doing
Yeah.
raids together, and like that was just cool. But
Mhm.
now it's that, but in a different skin, and it's a little bit more clunky. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of
The
that.
clunkiness,
But at the same time,
the
I don't
clunkiness
care,
has its
so.
like benefits though. I like that you have to do it together.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, the together thing is like really cool to me. That's the part I love the most.
Wait,
Um,
I've always, as much as I am like a competitive player and how I'm not a big fan of casual stuff in Pokemon games, you guys know that I love breeding my teams and like getting them in specific balls and stuff. Like it's just like my thing. Like I
Yeah,
find
it's
it
fun.
I find it very rewarding. Now that that's something that I have to do with other people, I'm like, okay, cool. This game just got 10 times more fun for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, nothing
You're
will
with your
beat
friend.
early game, like early Pokemon release, just hanging out with your homies all playing the same game. Like that's
Mhm.
just a experience
very
that
fun.
like only comes around every once in a while once these games drop, and it's like, dude,
Dude, when Dynamax Den
just
or
hits
when
different.
Raid Adventures first dropped,
Dude.
that was great.
yeah.
Yeah,
And everyone watching this knows what I'm talking about too, because I guarantee you have friends. If you don't have friends and you're playing Pokemon, you're not doing it right. Like,
Damn. Calling out all the friendless people.
No, my girlfriend got this game and she was like, "Oh, hey, I'm kind of strapped for cash and I don't have online, so I can't really play with you for a minute." And then I just Venmoed her like $15. I'm like, "Get the online."
No. Do it.
Why didn't
like,
you
we
totally
gotta play
set up
this.
a Switch family plan with your homies? That is the
Oh,
most
I'm-
convenient thing ever.
True.
No, premarital family plan, like that's
bruh.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Fair enough.
it's a little much. I'm not ready for that.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
I get it. It's a big commitment.
I'm saving myself.
That's fair.
Marcus
That's fair.
has commitment issues.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's a deep cut.
Damn.
That's the title of this like chapter. Marcos has some commitment issues. So when
You
people
got-
are
Brady,
scrolling through
You
it,
got
it's
no
like
clue. You got no clue.
Ah.
when people are scrolling through the chapters, it's just like, oh, BDSP, 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 VGC, 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 BDSP, BDSP. Marcos has commitment issues. BDSP, BDSP. Like, wait, what?
Oh man.
Just,
Game fun.
I love
In
Pokemon.
summary.
I think I said it the best last night when I was like, Pokemon brings people together, and it's like, if you're not getting brought together, if you don't feel like you're like meeting new people or like getting brought together
Mm-hmm.
by this game, I feel bad for you because like that's what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
Like,
It is so much fun.
If you gave Kim Jong Un Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Joe Biden Pokemon Shining Pearl,
mm-hmm.
the world would be one.
They would trade
Because
us. They would
They
trade us.
need each other. Joe would be like, "Kim, do you have a Perugly? I need a Perugly."
Hey,
I have
Hey
a lot of
yo,
info for you, Joe.
Murkiri, do
Hey,
you
yo,
have
If
a
you've got a
Porygon?
Skuntank, Kim.
I need to evolve my Porygon.
Yeah.
And no, and he's like, "Can you help me? Can you help me evolve my? Can you help me evolve my Gengar? I need a Gengar." And then Kim logs off, and then the nukes
no.
just fly.
Oh no.
He takes the Gengar, and that's how World War III starts.
No,
World
no,
War
he
III
doesn't
starts
log
by
off. He
getting a
doesn't log
Gengar
off.
going.
He first trades to evolve the Gengar, and then he logs off. He takes
Yeah.
the Gengar. That's
that's
true.
what I mean.
That is my greatest fear. That one of my friends will someday betray me when I'm asking them to help me evolve a Pokemon, and they just take it and leave.
And just
One of
the
my favorite
entire
videos-
friendship.
Yeah, it would. It would, honestly. You betrayed me. You stole my property.
One of my favorite videos on the internet is when Sword and Shield first dropped. Fucking, what is it? Zero and Shofu were both streaming, and Shofu and Zero got into a trade specifically so Shofu could evolve Zero's Gengar for him.
Mhm.
And then Shofu just logs off, and he goes, "Thanks for the Gengar, loser," and he never got it back. So
No,
to
that
this
aged-
day,
that
to
aged
this
well.
day, Shofu is in possession of Zero's Gengar.
That's
That
so
aged well.
funny.
It's so
That is well.
awesome.
Fuck Zero. Fuck Zero. All my homies.
Fuck Zero
Fuck
for
Zero.
real.
Fuck Zero
Fuck
banging
Zero,
on my
for real,
chest
for real.
Lost the Gengar.
And that's all we're gonna talk about on that topic.
Yeah. No, we don't have time to unpack all that.
Nope. What
We've-
were we talking about before that? Pokemon bringing people together? Yeah, like, dude, it
No,
just
we're talking
does.
about nukes.
Oh yeah, World War III. True. Yeah. Shit, we
For
might
real,
have
for
to backpedal for a couple.
I don't know what weapons World War III will be fought with, but World War IV will be fought with Dynamax bands.
The one guy
Nah,
with the
dude.
rusted sword.
Well, if you
Yeah.
think about it, like, you remember the summer the Pokemon Go dropped, dude. That might have been the fucking closest to world peace shit might have ever been. At least maybe in the United States. I don't know. I can't
3
speak for
days
other
of
countries.
world peace and followed by 2 weeks of evangelical panic. Do you remember that? Pokemon Go is killing people.
Oh my god, dude, early Pokemon Go was the best and the worst summer of my life.
Yeah,
It was insane.
It was awful because like I was playing like the game and I was like chilling and I'm all cool and stuff. But like the thing is, I was in high school at the time and
Mhm.
it got popular with like pretty much everyone. And
Yep.
I'm like, bitch, you were fucking making fun of me like
Yeah.
not only like a fucking month ago for
For
playing
real.
Pokemon and Smash
Same.
Brothers. Like you motherfuckers playing Pokemon Go on your phone, skipping school to play this game, were making fun of me for playing Pokemon.
For
No,
real,
it's
I had the
like-
exact
fun
same
for-
experience.
You guys got made fun of for playing Pokemon?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I never
it
did.
never
Yeah.
it never bugged me, but I will never forget this time when I was in 8th grade, sitting on my during lunch with my DS playing Pokemon, or it might have been Fire Emblem, I don't remember. But I was using my DS, and a 7th grader, like this tiny, like they looked small. They looked like they were 5 years old. They walked up to me and like gave me a weird look. It was like, are you playing on a DS? I'm like, yeah. And then they just like glared at me and walked away. I'm like, excuse me, you're a child. Why? Huh? Like, I would
Yeah.
always get weird looks for having my DS on me or, playing stuff. Cause what I do is that I would grind VGC. I would set up stuff in Pokepelago, or I would, Chansey chain during lunch, just because I had the free time and I had a tournament that weekend. I had to get shit ready. And, like, I would get weird looks, and I'm like, what's your fucking problem?
Right. Yeah, I am glad that that's getting at least a little bit better with age. When shit
Yeah,
starts
for
to
sure.
get a little bit more. I mean, even like stuff with like anime is the same way. Just like
Yeah,
stuff that
yeah.
used to be
Reason
looked down on.
If I'm the only one who didn't get picked on in high school for openly playing with my DS at every possible moment, I think it might have been strictly because I was on the wrestling team.
Yo, yeah, you could just deck them. You could just fuck them up.
No, my favorite memory of something. It's literally the opposite of what Ash had. Some weirdo kid coming up to be like, "Hey, you're weird." No, it was literally the opposite. It was this past summer, for the Chicago VGC tournament that was outdoors because
Mhm.
COVID and stuff.
Getting to go.
We literally had a group of people walk up and they were like, "Oh my god, people are actually using the Switch like they advertise it with like people being outside." I was like, "Yeah, it's a Pokemon tournament." And they were like, "That's sick.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Nature is
nice.
healing."
Yep.
Because the thing is with like when I was in school, it was very the thing, also another thing is that there are definitely a lot of bigoted people in Australia. Whether there's definitely a large culture of it, of like, you know, being like gay and, you know, all that sort of stuff. Don't want to go into that too much.
Too deep into Australian politics, yeah.
But like the thing is, like, when I was younger, I'd play Pokemon. This is like early high school. I'd play it I'd play Smash, I'd play Pokemon, and it's like, oh, you play Pokemon? Like, and this was also in primary school, but like I wouldn't play it at school. I would just like, yeah, no, I play Pokemon. It was like always making fun of you because it was like Ash and Pikachu and like, oh, everybody knows that, and
Yeah.
the Pokemon theme song and all that shit.
That's what Go brought.
But also it was a whole thing with like, oh, you're a girl because you're playing DS, and like, oh, you're gay because you're a guy.
The feminine urge to play on my Nintendo DS.
What the fuck? That is the
Wait,
biggest
no.
dude. That's like the biggest stretch since I see people saying having dessert is feminine.
Yeah,
Right?
and
Wait, you just unlocked a memory hole.
and then it's like being called like gay and shit, and like, well, I mean, you're not
As an insult.
You're not like as an insult, but like you're not half wrong. But you know,
Been there.
but yeah, no, the whole like, there's like a whole culture of like, for a while it was the same with like Minecraft and shit, where it was just like, yeah, this things that was popular, bad, we're making fun of you now.
Yeah.
There was a brief moment where everybody was wrong about Minecraft.
Yeah.
It
For
was
sure.
3 years.
Yep. And everyone's
It
like,
was
oh,
as soon
cringe
as
baby
as soon
game.
as Team Crafted broke up, we didn't know how to cope.
You're right. You're so right.
It was like the space between like 2015 and 2017 where I was like, ew, Minecraft cringe. What, Dan TDM? Ew,
yeah.
cringe.
But honestly,
if
I
Letheus
did
here had a platform, Minecraft was bad. That's how you know.
I did basically the exact same thing as that. I caved at one point because there was a point in my life where I stopped playing Pokemon because people thought it was cringe, right?
Yeah, same.
Unfortunately. But I think the last thing that happened right before that, like the tipping point, was in like my other circle of nerds, right? That like I knew they play video games and stuff, so I knew it wasn't like I could whip out my DS in front of them and play.
Safe space.
You know, yeah, safe space type of thing, right? This girl comes up to me, and I'm playing literally Diamond Pearl, so what we're playing now, but you know, fucking 10 years ago or whatever, however long it came out. And I play as Dawn, right? I picked all the female trainers off rip because they looked like the people in the anime that I was seeing, and I didn't know who the guys were. And I was like, okay, I'd rather play Dawn, right?
Yeah, that's valid.
And I named the character Dawn and shit too, right? And so she comes up to me and she's like, "Oh, Pokemon, cool. Oh, wait, you're playing a girl? Weird." I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
That's so weird.
That was my tipping point. That was
Like,
Minecraft is cringe. Pokemon is cringe.
Bro, if I play Resident
was,
Evil
like-
because there's a guy as the protagonist, am I suddenly strange? What? I never
No,
understood that logic.
they're the strange
girls
one.
always
Like-
have the better customization options anyways.
The feminine urge to play Metroid Dread.
Exactly. Bro, you're playing as a girl in Metroid Dread? Ew, you're so
Ew.
weird.
I just don't understand why, like, this whole conversation has made me realize something where it's like, people are so quick to antagonize something that is just the most harmless thing possible.
Oh yeah, no,
Like-
here's what you do. When someone does that, they're like, "Ew, you're playing Pokemon?" You go, "Yes." And they go, "Why?" I'm like, "Why do you have a problem with it?" Explain.
Yeah, you just gotta
'Cause
go
they
straight
can't-
face,
they
especially
can't verbalize it. They literally can't verbalize it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
no,
a lot of insults and stuff that, like, anything sexist or homophobic, if you just ask them to explain it, like, they crumble. It's really funny.
Yeah,
Dude,
like I urge anybody that like is really mad at something. I urge you, please form an understanding of why and what the thing is, because if it's fucking harmless, dude, you're just strange. You're just weird.
This
Me
fucking
writing a 10-page essay on Dynamax so I can verbalize what's wrong with it.
Dude,
Okay.
BDSP. That is like really applies to BDSP because this is part of my argument of like, Pokemon fans are cringe. Okay, go to a Pokemon fan that hates like the newer games and is complaining and shit. tell them to describe what the Pokemon, like the perfect Pokemon game would be.
Mm-hmm.
They can't.
They literally will not be able to. Okay, they'll say stuff, and then it will get to the point where the game's like incredibly bloated or something. Like they'll be like, "I'll just add all the features," and then it's like, but that's not a good game.
I want
Yeah.
Z move. I want every single region. It's like, okay, but how do you make a story with fucking that?
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
more
I mean-
that goes into game design balance than every feature. It's very neat
Yeah.
to see every feature coming back, but
Yeah.
they also just never explained how megas exist in Alola. They were just like, okay, cool.
You also just can't say, hey, I want everything that's ever been, because it doesn't fit in a video game. Do you want
Yeah.
to play on
Yes.
10 FPS? You could.
Dude, shout out to Triple Battle with 3 Moltres in the
Oh
Sandstorm.
my fucking
Y'all remember that shit?
I don't
2
know.
FPS.
Cooking eggs up on the back of a DS, bro.
2 FPS, count them.
That's what it's gonna sound like.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like so frustrating because they'll go, oh yeah, this is what I want, and even if they do say what they want, it's like that Pokemon game probably gonna suck. Gonna be real.
Yeah, it's a very strange cycle of going back and forth, because there's always, like, before Sun and Moon, let's say Black and White, everyone was like, they were getting older was the problem, first of all. Second of all, they're saying, every Pokemon game is the same. It's the same formula, it's boring, whatever. Okay, Alola, Trials, new formula, new kind of setup. They're like, nah, I miss gyms. This is stupid. And then, so we go to Sword and Shield with the gyms, which is like the main accentuated part. And they're like, no, this is, the story's weird, it's boring. I don't like Hop. And then they're like, what the fuck? What do you want from us?
But I don't want to change in formula. Then why did you ask for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want my organs taken out with no anesthetic.
And why did you ask? Dude, it's like the formula changing. It's like, okay, you want the formula to change, and they're not changing it, and you don't like that. Okay, maybe you never liked Pokemon to begin with.
Yeah, that's a good
true.
point.
Yeah. Like,
Because,
there's
like,
nothing...
It's okay to
yeah,
grow out of
everything-
things.
Yeah, everything I
Yeah.
said about the whole don't antagonize something if it's not being harmful at all. Like, dude, there's also nothing wrong with not liking Pokemon. Like,
Yeah.
just because it's like this, very popular thing that's unharmful, that's not really like, doing
Yeah.
anything 100% wrong. Like,
Something that you liked as a child.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
worst comes to worst, if you don't like the Pokemon games, there's the TCG, there's the anime, there's the movies, there's plenty of other ways to consume Pokemon media. There's a huge,
true,
gap
yeah.
between people who play the games casually, people who play them competitively, people who play the cards, people who just watch the anime, massive
Yeah,
gaps between all of those. Just do what you like. If you still like Pokemon for Pokemon, I don't know, try the cards, or, just stick to binging the movies and talking about the anime episodes, Just do
but
it.
in
Do
that
what's
really
fun.
good
You don't
vein,
gotta force yourself to play the not fun shit.
In that same vein, there are people who, when they criticize the games, don't criticize the games, but criticize people for liking the games. And I caught that the other day on Twitter. There was this one person who said, I really liked Sword and Shield. It just feels very cozy. And then someone goes, well, that's because of your low standards. Maybe if you play good games, and they just they went in this whole thing. They're like, you should play Black and White too. And I just told him, like, dude, you're a grown-ass man. How is this your response to someone saying they like something that you don't? Not even to you. You saw someone verbalize their opinion that they like something you didn't, and you had to go out of your way to say that. And when I pointed that out, someone, fucking quote retweeted me, and they said, when you dismiss criticism, whole different person, by the way.
What?
And I just replied to them, I'm not dismissing criticism. I'm just saying, this is not how a functioning adult treats someone who doesn't who likes something that they don't.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me-
the
let me-
tricky
let me-
thing.
let me,
It
like-
can turn
Yeah,
into an endless loop of you're an idiot, no, you're an idiot, no, you're an idiot, no, you're an idiot. At that
let
point,
me-
it's just not worth it.
You gotta criticize the game, not the fucking fans.
Let me run back what they're effectively saying here and how I'm hearing it, right? Listen, this unharmful thing that you like,
yeah,
that I
true,
don't
true.
care about, this thing that isn't hurting anybody, for you to enjoy. You're just enjoying yourself. Your enjoyment, you're cringe for that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's just
The
who
whole
can be
stop
like that? I
having
don't
fun
get it.
meme, but it's unironic.
Yeah. I mean, we compared it to anime earlier, right? Where it's like people were shitting on anime fans too. Okay. I can't say anime is 100% harmless like I can Pokemon. There's some really fucking like sexist stuff in there, like just
Anime creates
misogynistic.
neo-Nazis.
SEO moment.
But
I'm
we
not
don't
saying
have
that
time
either.
to get into all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of brother fucking sister fucking going on in anime, bro.
You're also
But
saying that it's
dude,
not
I
true,
had the
though.
most jockiest like football guy in one of my classes mention that he watched Demon Slayer, and like 5 years ago, I would think that he was bullying me or making fun of me because I wore a Spirited Away t-shirt or some shit. Like, how did this happen? I'm glad it happened, but you were probably the person to bully people in high school for watching that shit.
Yeah, right. Like, and it's
Netflix
it's harmless.
happens.
With
That's
anime,
honestly-
you can
Netflix,
say-
you're right.
with anime, you can say like certain fans, like certain archetypes of anime fans are just like, yeah, okay, you're fucking cringe because they're engaging in problematic behavior.
I will
Find
bully
me,
Isekai fans.
find me a Pokemon game that is harmful, and then I'll agree with all of these cringe lords that are like, oh, you like Pokemon? You're just wrong. Like,
Me taking a picture of someone getting mauled by a bear instead of calling for help because I love Pokemon Snap.
okay, you know what? Point proven.
Alright, Markers, I'm bringing back the isekai thing. Alright, I'll agree. A lot of them are trashy and like absolute horseshit. SAO, you know, smartphone one. I don't fucking know, but like Konosuba though. Konosuba.
Konosuba's good. That's the funny one.
It sounds like a soup brand. I'm not even gonna lie.
It does sound like soup.
Okay, there are two isekais that I that get a pass for me, and that's that's Konosuba, which is actually a parody
It's a
of
comedy.
isekai anime.
Yeah, it's all
it's a
just a
comedy.
Then it
joke.
gets a pass.
Yeah, and it's like really fucking funny. It's the one do you know Megumin? It's like the girl with like the hat and she blows shit up. She's got like
yeah,
a
Which
witch
hat?
hat.
I see people I don't like posting her everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
really voice
that's where
acts for.
that's where she's
Awkward.
from. And the other one is ReZero, and that's because one of my favorite anime is Steins Gate, and ReZero is very similar to
Oh my god.
ReZero is and ReZero is very similar to Steins Gate. So
Okay, you know what? There's only one isekai that gets an honest pass from me.
Pokemon
And it's-
Mystery Dungeons.
No. Oh, yeah, that is
Fuck, you're right, it is an isekai.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyways,
god. Holy
There's one isekai that gets an honest pass for me, and it holds a very special place in my heart.
Mhm.
And I honestly think it is one of the greatest pieces of media ever written.
Mhm.
What's that?
Spy Kids 3D Game Over.
Let's go. Let's
Biggest
fucking
handshake
go.
in the world.
Spy Kids. You want to know what my favorite isekai personally? Shark Boy and Lava
What?
Girl was really well.
Is that?
well done.
I've never seen it.
It's
It's-
made by
It
the
is.
same
You
people
go-
who made Spy Kids.
You go
as
into
well.
the dream
Yeah.
world, yeah.
Mr. Electric, kill him.
Kill him.
Oh yeah, I'll use Mr. Electric memes, but that's just because I love George Lopez.
No,
so.
we should sit down and watch that movie because oh my god, it is very early 2000 CGI and it's so
I
fucking
had-
funny.
I had a phenomenal idea for a Patreon thing that we could do if we decide to make a Patreon for the podcast.
We should make
Oh.
a Patreon. That'd be awesome.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
We sit down and we watch every single Pokemon movie and record a commentary track.
Yeah.
I'd be so down. I have just been gushing about
That'd be
Manaphy all
kinda
weekend. I love the Manaphy movie so fucking much. It's a masterpiece.
But
I'd
we'd
be
have to
so
do it
down.
in order.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be
for
like
sure.
the same energy as podcast, but like
But you have to watch a movie with it.
Yes.
dicking on
Yeah.
a movie. Yeah,
You
like that'd
will
be fun.
join our movie night. You have
We
no
should do
choice.
We should do that actually. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. In the comments, let us know. Does that sound like a good idea? Would y'all watch that?
Anyone want that?
Would you want the Patreon primo episodes and shit and watching stuff? That'd be
Ooh.
awesome.
If you
Yeah.
want more podcasts, definitely let us know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
you
like,
guys want to know what?
We'll upload podcast outtakes, and it's all just Michael zooming and me coughing my lungs out.
Hey, I've
No,
listened. I've
that's
not
when we
zoomed in
do.
a while.
No,
okay?
that's when we do the mining episode when all of us go underground and we just commentate while we're in the underground.
Yeah. That'd
That could be
be
a
like
fun one too,
awesome
yeah.
primo content actually.
Oh shit!
And like, I feel like if we would do it, we'd probably like let it be like the minimum, just to be able to, to like have $1 and then be able to watch
Yeah,
it.
for
Yeah, it
sure.
would-
yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're not
Like
trying to extort anybody out
a
here.
single dollar is perfectly like enough.
But like, if you want to give us more, like,
Yeah, in
Yeah,
the
I mean,
comments,
shit, yeah.
movie nights, good old gameplay podcasts where we're like, maybe we could do one where we all ladder together and then we talk while we do it, What
That'd be
sounds
pretty
good?
Awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Do you guys
real
want to know?
real Stakataka hours.
No, Murkiri!
He doesn't exist anymore!
Murkiri, fuck you! I'm not letting you live this one down. I'm gonna fucking run the bit anyway. Hey, do you guys want to hear what my favorite isekai is? Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, when you can go into the wormholes and catch Stakataka. Suck my dick, Murkiri! I had that one lined up for like 5 minutes. God damn.
We didn't really have an intro today, but this is the outro. Thank you all for watching. Let us know if you want extra Patreon content, because that would be fucking awesome.
Indeed.
I would dedicate hours into that. I'm already dedicating hours, but I'm gonna dedicate even more hours.
Sleep!
But yeah, thank you for watching. And we'll catch you next time.
Yeah.
Bye. See you guys
Bye-bye.
next time in
Bye-bye.
the Better Route 1 podcast.
What?
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna
what
be
the Patreon's
guests on
called.
the. We're gonna be guests on the fucking the Irish guys.
Yes! I would love to get in contact with them.